walked through the door as a man of the stage. Actor Peter Sherayko, man of the sage. An author, producer with stories to write. He entered that dressing room out of the light. But something shifted behind the closed door. The man that we knew, he wasn't there anymore. The clock started spinning, the shadows grew long, and the ghost of a legend started writing his song.
Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Out stepped a figure in buckskin and fringe. The gate to the past unfastened its hinge. With a plains rifle and Colt pistols at hand, William F. Cody walked
The stage is set for history.
his stand. There sat his saddle, worn leather.
The stage is set for
wood.
history.
He stood there as a famous frontiersman, smiling where he stood. Not an actor just playing a part in a movie or play, but the soul of the famous scout was resurrected that day. Oh, the showman returns from the great by and by, with a sparkle of history deep in his eye. From Sherayko to Cody, the time travel starts, capturing minds and stealing their hearts. A masterpiece woven in Tombstone that night, when Buffalo Bill stepped back into the light. Spoke of the prairie, the dust and the Indian wars, with inside stories behind the closed doors, tales that only the showman would know.
They called
he
it
held
the
the
Indian
room
Wars,
captive,
but for us,
soft-spoken and lights
it was
dim
simply a
low.
fight for
Then
our
he
land.
spoke of the Indians, the battles and blood, and the change in his heart like a rising spring flood. A disclosure of sorrow for how it went down. A hush of amazement fell over the town. Every word was a painting, every gesture was true. For an hour we lived in the world that he knew. Mesmerized silence, nobody let go. Caught in the grip of the
Indian
Buffalo
Wars.
Bill show.
They weren't just battles on a map. They were a struggle for the soul of this land.
Then the spell, it was broken, the performance was done. The West had been won in the setting of sun. Peter reappeared through the haze, and the sponsor, John Mars, still in his buckskins and with a lit cigar. The banquet room thundered, the crowd took to foot, cheering the man and the spell that he put. Bravo, they shouted, the applause filled the air, for the magic created that night by just being there. Pictures were taken with sponsors and friends, with the old Buckaroos and guests around him, till the evening ends in Tombstone, Arizona, where the ghosts tend to roam. We watch Buffalo Bill ride his memory home. Yeah, the time travel ended, but the legend remains.
I present to the Wild West